first things first, line up with Lorville. It's the only visible object on the surface of Hurston, so it's a pretty easy marker, as long as you know roughly where you're looking for it. Now we're just beginning the extremely long journey of flying straight towards Lorville, though, so it's not very interesting. I'll just speed it up here for you. Alright, so here, the Dragonfly is hitting the upper atmosphere of Hurston, and as you can see, this results in the Dragonfly tilting straight parallel with the ground, and I am currently trying to throw the vehicle around to see if I can move it. Obviously, I can't, because the gravity has attached itself to the Dragonfly, and I can't go anywhere. As you can also see, temperature is incredibly low, and you're likely to freeze during this journey if you don't do it right. I haven't died of freezing, but you can get pretty close. Yeah, that's just one of the things that you need to make sure of, so I recommend not wearing light armor during this journey. Okay, so I just crossed through the lower atmosphere boundary, which means that there's about 5 clicks on the ground. I'm plummeting towards the ground now, and I realize there's no way for me to get out of this. So, explosion. Here we are in the beginning of attempt 2. Same setup as last time, just lining up with Lorville and then starting the journey over. So this time, I decided to do some things differently, and I went, well, what happens if I point myself upside down? We see here pretty shortly that the planet's gravity just flips me back over anyway. This is pretty much pointless. Now it's kinda hard to tell from up here, but there's actually a dust storm, and this dust storm winds up pretty quickly here, saving my life, because it pushed the Dragonfly around to the point where I was able to have a much softer landing than I otherwise would have. Now at this point you're probably thinking, oh, off to Lorville, right? I was trying to go in that direction. I didn't really remember where Lorville was, but you will see here pretty quickly that I keep running into things, and eventually one of the things I run into just results in another explosion. Here we are on attempt 3. This time I'm flying straight to Lorville, same as the others. There's nothing special here, it's literally the same as the other two. if you remember that freezing that I was talking about, here's the freezing in action all over my visor and my character. It makes it really hard to focus if you're in first person, hence why I'm doing this in third person most of the time. Now at this point, you can see that I keep getting these like restricted property warnings, and so I was freaking out because I was trying really hard to land. Luckily, I did land, so we were all good, but it was pretty scary. And at this point, I can officially say that I've landed at Lorville. Oh, but of course, another explosion.